I just never felt very good about making yoga for weight loss videos. It just felt wrong to me. Welcome to Fightmaster Yoga, the place to deepen your practice and change your world. I'm Lesley Fightmaster. When you commit to your yoga practice, you begin to see the beauty in every area of your life. And I am here to remind you that yoga is not about the pose. Today's topic, yoga for weight loss videos. Do they even work? So I have made videos, yoga for weight loss. You've probably seen them on the channel. And I never really felt comfortable with that title. I never wanted to make those kinds of videos. The reason that I made those videos, it's one of the top searched things on YouTube regarding yoga. But let me just break it down for you. Your yoga practice can be an integral part of a weight loss journey or not. And really, any kind of yoga practice is helpful to get you at the perfect weight for you. And I think that is much more important than coming from a mindset of, I need to lose weight or I need to weigh X amount on the scale. I don't even really get on the scale. I don't like to. Not to say that that's right or wrong, but what I really more focus on is, how do I feel? When I practice yoga regularly, I connect my mind and my body. So one of the wonderful things about a yoga practice is being able to know, am I hungry? Which sounds simple enough, like, oh, well, most people should know if they're hungry or not. But sometimes there are other things at play. I don't know about you, but sometimes if I'm having a particularly stressful or difficult day, I will crave something to eat, like a comfort food or something that is not necessarily the best choice. Emotional eating. I don't know if you relate with emotional eating or not, but that's what I will do if I'm not feeling good about myself. So if I'm not practicing as much as I need to, or maybe I felt stressed about work or my kids or my husband, that's when I usually will reach for something that is not a good choice. So yoga for weight loss, it is a thing. People ask me all the time, can I lose weight practicing yoga? Or do I have to do other things? Yes, you can. But why do you want to? And how do you feel about yourself now in the beginning of your journey? Those are the important things. Not everyone is supposed to look the same. People have different constitutions of their bodies. There are different, in Ayurvedic medicine, there are 3 doshas. There is Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. A Vata dosha is physically thinner, drier skin, more brittle hair, less grounded as a person, is kind of like wah, all over the place. A Pitta dosha is physically more sturdy and stronger and a little more grounded and like driven. And a Kapha dosha is physically a bit bigger in stature and kind and less driven and very grounded. Like your Kapha friend is your friend that is always there for you. So it's important to remember when you're asking yourself, why am I even searching yoga for weight loss? Why are you searching it? What do you want to achieve? Why do you feel like you need to lose weight? Maybe you're at a great weight right now, but what you really want is to feel stronger. I get that. I think strength in the body is very important, stability in the body, along with flexibility. Those are the things that are so important. And I can tell you from experience, and I've been doing this channel now for 7 years, and my weight has fluctuated. And you can go back and you can look at older videos, and newer videos, and you can see my weight has definitely fluctuated. I didn't fluctuate my weight on purpose. It's just how things that were going on in my life that contributed to it. A lot of times with stress, like I said, I'm prone to emotional eating. So whenever I felt like, gosh, I would like to lose a few pounds, the first thing I would always think of is why? And my biggest motivator is because I don't want to buy new clothes. And I can't really afford to go out and buy new clothes. So when my clothes start getting like really tight, that's when I start to think, oh, maybe I need to take a look at what I'm eating. And that's when I just look and see, what am I reaching for? Am I reaching for things that are comfort foods? Am I reaching for chocolate? Am I reaching for pizza? Or am I reaching for organic, whole foods that come out of the ground as opposed to out of a box or a can? Can I steam my vegetables from fresh, or am I opening up something that I got out of the freezer? So when I take a look at that and I choose things that are organic and mostly from the ground, not from a package, that's when things start to change. The most important thing for me is that yoga will connect the way my body and mind work together. So when I am eating, I'm more mindfully eating. I'm not just unconsciously stuffing food into my mouth. I eat more intuitively. I'll notice on one day I'm hungrier. I eat more. And then the next day, I'm not as hungry. I eat less. So the yoga practice really does help with weight loss in that regard. And it really helps with feeling good in the body that you have. And that's the most important thing. When you feel really good about your body right now in this moment, you will come to the perfect weight for you. And that's the best thing that you can do, is feel strong, flexible, and healthy in your body, and not worry about what a number on a scale says. And definitely not worry about what anybody else is doing or how anybody else is looking, because it's not important. What's important is you, how you feel about yourself, how you carry yourself. And when you practice your yoga, you do carry yourself taller and with more confidence. And it's a confidence that's also a relaxed confidence. And the physical benefits of yoga for sure will increase your strength. But I remember reading a study a while ago where they had two sets of subjects. One set of subjects was practicing yoga poses like Hatha yoga and yoga flow style. Another set of subjects was practicing restorative yoga and yoga that's very relaxing. And guess which set of subjects lost more weight? You may have gotten it right. It was the group of people who were focused on the restorative yoga, the relaxing style, not the ones that were trying to like push, 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 go, go, go. Why do you think that is? Well, I'll tell you. When you have stress, when you experience stress, and stress can come from all forms, and you might be experiencing stress without even realizing it. Stress raises the cortisol level in your body. Cortisol creates more fat in the body, especially what's known as visceral fat, the fat around the belly. And in order to let that go, relax, breathe, and de-stress. So if you haven't tried restorative yoga or yin yoga yet, I totally recommend it. Yoga Nidra. These are all wonderful kinds of yoga that aid in releasing the cortisol in your body and helping you to relax, which is so important for health. So, forget about the weight loss. Embrace where you are now. Embrace who you are now, because there's just one you, and celebrate it. And once you can really embrace all of your imperfections, all of the things that make you who you are, your beauty, your gifts, your talents, all of it, the more you embrace that, the less you will be concerned about what the scale says. So keep in mind that yoga for weight loss videos, it's kind of a misnomer. All yoga can be helpful for weight loss. At the same time, if you practice yoga constantly and you eat a bunch of junk food, it's really not going to do you any good. The key is practicing your yoga, getting that mind-body connection. When you're eating, pay attention when you're eating. Don't do it in front of the TV. Don't do it while you're driving. Set aside time to eat so that when you put the food in, chew it and be mindful of what you're doing, and notice when you start to feel full and listen to that. And then if it's late at night and you had a really rough day and you're feeling stressed, before just automatically going and grabbing something out of a package to eat, just pause a moment and take some long, deep breaths, or practice restorative yoga. Do that first, and then see if you still want to eat after that. It's very, very fine and very, very great to eat when you're hungry. You have to nourish your body the best way that you can. But the more that you can be mindful of what you're eating, how you're eating it, the more you'll be in connection with what your body really needs. Your body will start to crave the foods that it needs. So listen to that. Stay off the scale. Scales are, for some people, fine. Okay, here's an example. My husband, Duke, just told me he went golfing with his friend yesterday, and his friend likes to weigh about 170 pounds. So what his friend does is he gets up in the morning, gets on the scale. If it says he weighs like 167, then that day he just eats whatever he wants. If he gets up, he weighs like 172, then he eats less that day. All right, that could work for some people. For me, I get on the scale and I get too obsessed sometimes, so I just leave it alone. But do what works for you. And that's the thing with all kinds of what you eat, any sort of, diets in general really don't necessarily work. But what does work is finding a way to nourish yourself that is healthy, that you're getting your nutrients and you're feeling really good about yourself. That's what works. Really embrace who you are, love the way that you are in this moment, and then use those feelings to choose healthy, nourishing foods, and think about when you're eating it, that's why you're eating it, because you're nourishing yourself, because you really, really care about yourself and you want to take care of yourself. And practice your yoga to keep that mindful connection about when you feel full versus when you just want to eat something. And now I want to talk about hot yoga. To be honest, I don't like it. I want to know what you think, so click this video right here and let's keep the conversation going.